My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
And I'm Natalia. And there's just 3 of us today. Sky could not make it, but that's, you know what? These things happen. It's all good in the hood. And we are here for our monthly What We're Watching episode. If this is your first time listening to us, at the last episode of every month, we just tell you stuff we've been watching this past month that we think maybe someone else might enjoy as well. And that's it. That's what we're doing. We're each going to do 2 and then a little speed round. We'll do the same thing, but end of every month. And you know what?
Yep.
That goes well for us. So welcome if you are new. You can listen, we'd love to have you. Let us know what you think. Like and subscribe. That'll let nonsense if you're on YouTube. Okay. I'm actually going to be starting us off today.
Okay.
And I watched a little show. It's on iQIYI. And I did mention that I was watching it in the speed round last month, but I just finished it because the last episode posted today, and I really enjoyed it. And that is the manhwa adaptation, My Bias is Showing, ?
Oh.
It's very cute. And it stars Kevin, not of the boys, but Kevin of Omega X.
Oh.
Okay.
There was a lot of Kevins it could have been, though.
Yeah, right? I was like,
which Kevin?
Yeah.
It's the Omega X Kevin.
Our favorite guy, our favorite non-Korean.
Kevin. No, it's not white. It's not the one white dude we like.
So funny if it was just randomly. This is his lead.
I only watched it because that white dude was in it. No, that's a sentence you'll never hear coming out of Natalia's mouth. Let me tell you. But no, it stars Kevin of Omega X as a high school teacher who's been having a bit of a rough go at life. Like, his family was not very well off, so he was struggling to find a job as a teacher. He's sending money home, and he lives with his cousin. And his cousin is the manager for like this, this entertainment company that manages an idol group called A1. And one of the members of this idol group, named Seol, is this teacher's bias. Okay, this is the one thing that has kept him going through all of his like hardships, is that he's like, it's all good. I can like go home at night and look at this guy, I can collect his posters and all of his merch, and I can watch his interviews and watch his performances, and it'll make me so happy. And like, since his cousin's a manager at this company, he's like, the cousin can like get me, like stuff, little merch and stuff, right? Like, but he's not weird about it. Like, he's a totally like he's a normal dude. But when he's at school, he's like, I've idol groups. I'm not into that. I'm just a very serious teacher at this school. Meanwhile, the school announces that they're going to be filming a variety show at the school, like they do, and where like a celebrity is going to come and like learn about teaching and like be like a co-teacher. And guess who it is? It's this guy's bias who shows up, and is like, I want you to be like my partner in this show. And Kevin's character's really is trying to play it cool, but he's on like contract, so like they're like, hey, if you do a really good job at this and make the school look good, maybe we'll make you a permanent teacher. So he's like, I can't say no, but like, how am I gonna keep my cool with like, and so he's like, he's having like an existential crisis. Meanwhile, very quickly, this idol singer is really putting the moves on him, okay? Like, and it's not like one of those like, oh, maybe he's just being like polite, like we're like, oh, you're like good. No, he's like hardcore flirting with this poor teacher, and this teacher's like, no, he can't be. Like, that's crazy. And he's like, you're exactly my type. Like, like, ooh, you're, and like really like inviting him out to dinners, like being like, oh, I'm only gonna do the show if you do it with me. Like, really, like really slathering it on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you very quickly find out that perhaps this idol singer might have a ulterior motive to all of what he's doing. It was 10 half an hour episodes. Like, not half an hour, like 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was so much fun.
Oh,
It
good.
was so much fun. Kevin was so cute. I did see a lot of the people who were watching it were just like, the height difference. Because, and then at first you're like, oh, is like Kevin just like really short? No, the actor playing the idol is just monstrously tall. Kim Kang Min, he hasn't been in like a huge amount, but he has been in, quite a few things. Like 6-7 things. Like, he's not old, obviously. Sure. And there's like a nice little side couple that you learn about, and then it really manages to fit a lot of good quality BL content into a very short amount of time. And for anyone out there who's like, but it's a KBL, okay, is it just gonna be like a little lame? Nah, they do be smooching on each other, don't you worry. Like, if that's what if you're, because like
that's what you're here for.
Listen, with the KBLs, sometimes it's like,
yeah,
high five.
Yeah, exactly. That joke was not a KBL. That was due to COVID. Yeah. Like, that has the energy of some KBLs where you're like, okay, well, that was very, like, there wasn't a good end to this romantic like plot line. But this one actually, it is. It's not. It's definitely like a PG rated. Like, it's not offensive to anyone's sensibilities unless you're a huge homophobe. And if you're a huge homophobe, I don't know why you're watching both that show and this podcast. So, no, it was really cute. It was well acted. Like, it looked really nice. Good emotions on these people. Like, you get like a nice little, like, an interesting, like, motivation and like plot line and very satisfying little drama for really not being long at all. Like, I was watching it as it released, which was 2 episodes once, like, every Thursday, and really enjoyed that one. It was nice. Good. Nice, solid, chill, like, and then of course, you've got the whole like, oh, he likes me, but if he finds out I'm his fan, like, he's gonna be so creeped out by me. Oh, like, and it's lovely. It was just a nice little show, and I really enjoyed watching it. And I feel like a lot of people would as well, especially like people who are into K-pop. I think they would really enjoy this one. And that is on iQIYI. I know that all the episodes are released if you have like VIP, but I think they're doing like a slower release if you don't, like that sort of thing. But listen, I've had iQIYI VIP. We're not sponsored by iQIYI, but like, listen, iQIYI, you are my favorite streaming service.
Whoa.
I've been on record saying this, that I like the iQIYI vibe. Okay. So like, reach out to us. But no, I really did enjoy it. Kevin was wonderful.
Good.
Omega X Kevin yet again. For anyone, there's many Kevins. There's many Kevins, but if they're in a BL, it's probably someone from Omega X. Not gonna lie. Like, this ain't the first Omega X to BL pipeline.
True.
But yeah, no. So I really enjoyed it, and Amanda, what's something that you done been watching?
I have started watching a new weekender. It's called Our Golden Days, starring Jung Il-woo.
Oh yeah.
And Jung Il-woo and what's her name? Jung In-sun. So it's cute. It's I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on it yet, but I'm only about 3 episodes in, and there's like, I don't know, 10 or 12 episodes out already. So I'm a little behind, but I'm trying to catch up. Its premise is we've got a bunch of 30-somethings who all kind of went to school together. They're all interior designers and architects and whatever. They're sort of all still in each other's lives. He is successful in his career. He does very well, but he is never getting married. Dun, dun, dun.
Of classic.
We're basically introduced.
And are his parents like really worried about this?
Yes.
Is it the worst thing in the entire world for his specific parents that someone doesn't get married?
Yeah. We get introduced to him. He's out like biking with like a cross-country like bike club or whatever, and his girlfriend's with them, and he gets a call that like, oh, there's an emergency back at the office, you're gonna have to come back in and sort this all out because somebody screwed up. And he's like, okay, well, I gotta go. And she's like, dude, it's our 300th day. I booked us like a fancy hotel and a nice restaurant. And he's like, you know how I told you when we started dating that we weren't going to celebrate anniversaries and I'm never getting married? And she's like, yeah, but it's been 300 days. I thought you would have changed your mind. He's like, no.
Girl. Listen, this sort of plot line always gets me because I'm like, it's not like he suddenly did something jerky. Like he told you straight up what he was all about, and you said that was fine. Yeah. It's like, it's on like the flip side. It's like when you hear those stories about like women who start dating guys and they're like, yeah, no, like I don't want children. And then like after like 5 years, he's like, oh, I thought you would change your mind. And it's just like,
yeah, exactly.
He said straight up, but yeah.
I mean, this is a family weekender, and every time he says, I'm never getting married, the scene cuts over to Jung In-sun's character.
Yeah, yes. So, put two and two together, yeah.
I have a feeling that marriage might be in your future, sir, but whatever. She, meanwhile, is an interior decorator. She's got her own business. It's not doing super well. She basically runs it out of her friend's coffee shop. But she's very good at what she does. She's a bit of a hard ass. Like, we get introduced to her. She's got like a customer who's going like, well, I thought I could have like a grand unveiling on Monday, but also I want these beams to have exposed concrete instead of being painted. And she's like, it's Friday at the end of the day. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, and also you haven't paid your last bill. Like, no, I'm not paying people overtime to do this stuff for you when you haven't even paid me. And the girl's like, I'm going to get you. Like, I'm going to have your business ruined and everything. She's like, okay, go for it. And she leaves. Right?
Listen, I got receipts. I don't know what you want from me, ma'am. Like,
and the next time that we see this lady, this customer, she's very friendly, very polite. And she's like, I can't believe you got all of it done for me in time. And she's like, well, you did put the money in my bank account with a very large bonus that I was able to use to pay the overtime. So that's why you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Because you paid for it. Like,
novel idea.
She has been in love with Jung Il-woo's character for like 6 years, but he's always got a girlfriend. So now she finds out that he broke up with his girlfriend. She in like episode 2, she confesses to him. It's time. Like, I love you. I have a crush on you, she says. She doesn't go love. I got a crush on you. You've dated like all when we were in school. Any girl who asked you out, you went out with them. You gave them a shot. It's my turn now. Give me a shot. And he's like, nah, you're not my type. She's like,
wow.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, meanwhile, there is a third member of this crew. He is the rich friend who always spent all of his time at Jung Il-woo's family having dinner and stuff because, like, they were like a real family and not my sad rich family, you know, whatever.
Woe is me, the sad rich boy.
Yeah.
Life is so hard.
he's been in love with her for 6 years. But every time he's tried to date her or to ask her out or tell her how he feels, Jung Woo's character has pulled him back and been like, no, we can't date her. And he's like, what? Like,
sir?
No.
Sir?
Right?
Listen, these two could have been happy together like 15 years ago.
Right?
Enough.
Yeah.
You just go be a man whore on your own.
Right?
This poor girl could use a nice rich husband, you know?
Right?
Like,
Exactly. So, yeah, and then there's also a whole plot with Jung Woo's character. His dad is like, just retires at the very beginning of the show, and he retires with the knowledge that he's got another job lined up, like a consulting job lined up. But then his buddy who owns that company gets diagnosed with like terminal cancer, and his son takes over the company and is like, I don't need no old retired man telling me how to do stuff. I'm fine. And so he loses that job. So it's a whole thing there. Yeah, and there's clearly some sort of maybe birth secret situation, because of course there is. It's a weekender.
Yeah.
The sad rich boy's stepmother is like spying on and stalking our female lead for some reason. I don't know. It's weird.
Is this part of the birth secret?
Yeah, like I think maybe. So yeah, I think we're gonna find some things out. So I don't know. It's very interesting. But she's like tracks her down to the mall or whatever, and then like fakes that she had like hypoglycemia, and like, oh, this nice girl helped her onto the elevator, and what, you know, like, but she was totally fine the whole time. She just wanted to like see her up close or something. You're like, okay, all right, we'll see what's going on there. So
it's a 50-episode show. You probably won't find out what's going on there for like another 20 episodes. You know?
It'll be nothing when it comes in.
It'll be something so like just like minor that you're like, oh.
The resolve is like 2 seconds of the show, and you're like, come on.
Or it's going to be something like she's actually going to start dating the sad rich boy, and he brings her home, and his stepmother's like, you can't.
No,
you can't. No. So
get real dramatic with it. You're like, yeah.
Grabs that kimchi.
God, I love Weekenders though. Like,
you just love like messy family drama. It's like the best.
Something fun about it. Where I'm like, where it's not your family, like personal messy family drama. No, thank you. No. Other people's mess that I'm not related to, and I can just witness.
Also like stupid too. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be a thing, but I'm gonna sit here and watch it.
Exactly. And it's making right now, it's sort of good like background fodder. I will say I'm a little off put by, there was a scene where the dad starts just screaming at the mom, like he is just losing it on her, and the two of his kids are sort of like hiding, listening to this, and I thought, oh, that's what they're going to do. This is why Jung Woo's character is like, I'm never getting married, because his parents were in an abusive relationship. No, they're playing that off like that's normal married fighting.
Like, I feel like this is so bizarre, because I feel like a lot of people think that is like normal marriage. So like, because I literally talk about this with my husband all the time, because people always think like, they'll say things as though they think I'm mean to my husband and like controlling him in some way, and he's just like, no, like that's not how anyone should live,
right? Like,
what do you mean? Like, so I feel like people think that like screaming at your spouse is like a norm. They're like, oh, we just, like spouses do fighting, and I'm like, that's not actually
normal. And that would have been like an interesting twist on the story. It would have made Jung Il-woo's character perhaps a little more sympathetic. He's a little bit of a dick, and like his big tragic backstory is that when he was in high school, his grandfather got sick, and so his grandparents moved into the house with them, and he had to give up his bedroom. He didn't have to share a bedroom. He just had to move to a smaller bedroom. That's his big tragic backstory.
So Sir, I'm gonna need you to get it together.
Right? Like, come on, kid.
Maybe there's something more. Maybe this is just the fake out tragic backstory.
Maybe. It just, I'm like, and so now he wants to live on his own. I've always had to live with a family, and I just can't wait to get out and be on my own. And I'm like, paying bills is not all it's cracked up to do.
Not that great, dude.
Like,
it kind of sucks.
So, we'll see. It's not bad, but it's kind of like meh.
Not really catching you. Yeah.
So it is kind of neat, though, that they do. They have like a sort of charity thing, and I'm kind of wondering if it's a real thing that they're sort of referencing, or if it just is completely made up for the show. But it's almost like a Habitat for Humanity type situation where all of these classmates get together and they redesign people's homes and like fix them up. So like, I think this first one that they show is like a family where I think the mom died and this teenage girl is living in a house with like her dad and her brothers, but she has no space to herself because it's just like a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom place or something. So they build like a little tiny extra bedroom so that she can have privacy. And they do it all for free and like get donations and all this stuff. So like that aspect of it's kind of interesting. So I'm curious if that's going to keep going or if that was just sort of a one-off and then we're going to forget about our big charity gig. I don't know, but it's, it's got all the things that
you're looking for in a weekender.
Tiny, cute children. Because there's no like time. Listen, married or anything.
There's still time for a tiny kid. Listen, if he's been whoring around, there's an opportunity for a tiny child to appear. True. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So,
and that would be a thing a weekender would do. So
indeed. So we shall see.
Indeed. Interesting.
Okay.
How about you, Jessie?
So as a shock to no one, I started Queen Mantis, which, oh boy, it's very good. And most people are not going to like it.
Well, you know, it's one of those, like, for a very specific audience.
It's for a very specific, it's a very, very dark crime thriller. Like,
is that one is it on Cocoa?
It's on, I think it's on Cocoa and Viki and Netflix.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's like everywhere.
They said, "Here you go."
Yeah, and I just went to look because I was like, "Who is actually like producing this show?" Because it's like OCN levels of darkness, and it's SBS, which is like
that's crazy.
Wow,
interesting. But essentially, the story is there is a brutal murder that happens, and when the lead detective comes onto the scene. He like starts to think like he flashbacks to an older series of murders that happened, and he realizes that this murder is very close to those murders, and those murders had been done by this woman who is played by Go Hyun Jung, and she's was labeled like the queen, like Queen Mantis, because of what she did to her victims. And she like went on a serial killer spree, and she killed everyone who like did some sort of sexual violence to other people too. Like, so it's like you can kind of understand why she was hunting who she was hunting. She's in jail. Yeah. She's not like free. She's in jail right now. So it's concerning that there are now like murders happening in the same kind of like pathway and the same kind of brutalness. So they think it's a copycat. And to find out who the copycat could be, the lead detective brings on a police officer who just so happens to be Queen Mantis's son, who hates her. Like, he literally went into work as like a police officer to like spite her and like just like is like he hates her. And they figure that they need to talk to the mom and get her to help out with the cases to see who could potentially be doing the copycat killings. And it's very dark. And if you like how the serial killer dad in Come and Hug Me is, she is exactly that way. She's very creepy, very dark, very mind games person. Like essentially like in the very first, it's literally like within the first 5 minutes of the show is this first murder that you come across the like and you see, and it's very classically like people are at the scene, a police officer is like throwing up because of how brutal it is, and the lead detective goes down, and one of the other cops who works on the cases is played by El, who fantastic. Love her. And she goes to him and she's like, everything's here but his tongue. And the lead detective was he just asked the two other like police officers or whatever who are at the crime scene, he's like, turn him over, and you can guess where they found the tongue.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal. It is very brutal in potential harming of children as well. There's a lot of that in it. But there's a lot of like psychological like play that comes around with like the mom and the son, because like you can tell he very much hates her and she very much doesn't hate him, but she's also very much a serial killer who's very still like not doing so well. I'm only a couple of episodes in. However, I think this week is its last week of airing, which is kind of why I wanted to start it later, because I didn't want to get into a position where I was watching it every week, because I kept doing that with shows and I don't like it. And so like
binging, you like the binge life.
Sometimes I only watch the 2, but sometimes I want to watch the 8. And that like option. So if you have been waiting to watch it, this is like the good time to try it out. It is like hour episodes, so it's pretty long, but you can find it everywhere. It is a remake of a French series called The Mantis from 2017. So if it does sound familiar to some people, that it might be because of that. I don't know how closely the storyline is following that, and I'm not going to look until I'm done. So sorry.
Yeah.
And I see it's also directed by a woman, which is really cool for this sort of show.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
If like on her MDL, I was kind of reading it earlier. She's like an incredible director. So most of her films are issues with women's rights and human rights, and she did the first Korean theatrically released documentary, The Murmuring, in 1995. And she's also done like documentaries on comfort women and like other things like that. So she seems like really cool, and it does some really good work. But it's incredible. The show's just like right up my alley. It's very dark and very psychological, and it just like keeps you playing. You're trying to figure out what's going on and who's playing with who, and I'm just like here for the ride.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna probably check it out next month.
I'm probably not.
Season. No, I don't. I feel like it's probably not your thing at all.
No.
So I have another one for y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
So imagine that you have, this will be an easier imagining for one of us. Imagine you have a 14-year-old. Okay. One of you really
right there.
And like they saw the advertisement for Alice in Borderland, and you're just like, ooh, I don't really think that's appropriate. But then like when they were younger, they really liked the movie Jumanji, but that's like a little too young. What if I told you that GMMTV out here was like, I got you, fam. I have made a show of this type.
Okay.
for teens to enjoy. I watched, there's only 3 episodes out so far, but I watched the first 2 episodes of their new show, The Dark Dice. Dun, dun, dun.
I saw this. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it is very fun.
Okay.
It stars Gemini. It's only like 17. So Gemini is playing like a super smart student who right in like the opening scene fucks up pretty bad. He gets into a fight with a classmate, and then when no one, like, everyone sees the start of the fight and they see how the fight ended up, but you don't actually know how point A got to point B, is what's the premise here, where he gets in a fight with someone, and then that someone falls and hits their head on a ledge and gets sent to the ICU. So he's in a lot of trouble and he gets expelled from school, but he was like the top student at his school. And so then he has to go to a new school where everyone knows that he did this, right? So everyone's like, oh, this guy was a bully in his old school, even though like you very quickly figure out, no, he definitely wasn't. Meanwhile, like the class president is like put in charge of like showing him around and like helping him pick like an academic club to join, because like he's really smart and that's the only reason the school agreed to take him, even though like there was this huge like, you know, he accidentally almost killed someone situation. But while they're going, like, doing that, they hear a weird noise from, like, the old gymnasium that, you know, has a big mysterious story. They don't use it anymore. Someone 30 years ago went missing. And, like, ooh. So they hear a noise and they go over there, and there's 2 bullies, like, basically bullying, the head of the robotics club, like the little nerd, right?
Oh.
And so he's like, hey, like, I'm trying to like not get into shit, but y'all are being super dumb. Like, I know this nerd saying like, no, they didn't bully me, like while they're standing there, but like I can see your footprint on his shirt and you have bloody knuckles. Maybe be less stupid. And they get into like a little minor altercation where out of a like closet, a box falls out and a mysterious dice goes like flickers across, and suddenly they're transported to like sort of a spy realm type door situation, if you know what the spy realm is. And it's like, welcome 8 contestants to like this game, like, and so each of them has to like go through a door and they're like playing, you know, like, and then it's like they have to like escape by like beating the game, you know, and it's just like, it's just, I was like, yes, okay, like, but it's very appropriate, like it's like creepy, but it's not like scary, you know what I mean? And it's like the stakes feel appropriate for a teen show. Yeah, it's like suspenseful. It's like, oh, like there's like a mysterious fellow teen who none of them recognize, who, like, you know, and it's just like it's you can tell like a lot of fun is being had with this, but it's still like the perfect spooky season show, you know? And it's very much like, literally when I was watching it, I was like, if I was like a 14-year-old whose mom wouldn't let me watch Alice in Borderland, this would actually be like the perfect bridge show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it has like the same sort of energy without gore and violence. Well, it has violence, obviously, but like not
Alice in Borderland
violence. You know what I mean? It's just like teen bullying violence. And there's like, you know, like I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. There's 3 episodes out as of the day of this recording. When does the next one come out? The next episode comes out on October 1st. So yeah, like it's on YouTube. It's like the classic GMMTV 4 parts in like 15 minutes each situation. Right. I'm really enjoying it. I thought the first 2 episodes were really fun. Obviously, I am not. None of us here are the target demographic for this show. Like, straight up. The teenagers are the target demographic. But I thought it was actually very enjoyable, even though I am an old lady. watching a show made for
Right.
15-year-olds. Like, it was fun. It was a fun show. They're really cool special, like the special effects, like one of the faces of the dice like morphs, and it was like really well done. I was like, oh, this is really cool. The acting is great. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
And yeah, that's I can't say much more because like do they get out? Do they stay in? I don't know.
No.
I'm 2 episodes in, man.
Yep.
But like, if you as a kid liked Jumanji, you'll probably like this. Like,
that's what intrigued me about this show. Like when I saw like a little bit of it, it just looked like it would have been. It's like a fun for the ride situation where you're like always like, I don't know what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
So it's like really fun, like kind of trying to figure out, and like the show is probably like playing a game with the audience that's watching it, you know.
It was really well made. I'm really impressed with it. Also, just as a little aside, the graphic design of like the title is really good. Like someone really did some fun font work
Nice.
with like the graphic design of the title of this one. They're putting their whole fantasy into this one. Let me tell you, I've really been enjoying it. Yeah, so I'm like definitely gonna keep watching that.
Cool. Yeah.
Add another as it airs to the pile. I can't stop myself. I mean, do you got a second one for us?
Not really, but I thought
Okay.
you know what?
It's not required. You can.
And I haven't.
Talk about
most of the stuff I've been watching has been like I'm still, slowly going through stuff that I've already talked about. But
that was
we
my
did
problem
have
too.
Our movie watch.
That's right, we did.
We watched a Chinese movie called Monster Run, which was
fun.
pretty fun. It was a fun time. The CGI, the effects are really good. Like they put a lot of effort into that. The premise is you've got this girl. We're not really sure how old she's supposed to be. The actress is like 30, but she looks like a teenager. So
she's
we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
She gets released from the psych ward at the hospital. Her mom has disappeared. And she was in the psych hospital because she has seen monsters ever since she was a child. Little monsters, big monsters, monsters everywhere. There are creatures among us, and she can see them. And that makes people think you're crazy. So she tries to keep it under wraps. I'm just going to pretend I don't see what I see. I'm going to just go about my business. She works at a grocery store. She's doing her thing. She's trying to like just keep it quiet. But then like all the guys she's on shift with like get frozen by a Yeti that is back in the freezer food section.
It's fun.
And then a guy shows up with a little paper, like origami buddy that's
a little
alive,
friend,
and says, "I'm here to take care of your monster problem." And they completely destroy the supermarket in the, process of trying to get this monster under control. And she's like, "Oh, I'm not crazy. The monsters that I see are actually monsters, and this guy can see them too."
You know what? Either you're not crazy or he's also crazy, and either way, you now have a friend.
You're not alone.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, I mean, of course, there's like a lot more to it than that story was. Like, there's, a good side, a bad side. There's monster hunters. He's sort of like a lone wolf, like private PI kind of situation, as opposed to there's like the real police, the real monster police or whatever, and he's not one of them. Like, there's, all the little politics.
The official monster police.
And there's some real good looks in this. Like, some of these monster hunters have
they got some style.
There's some
style. Fashion, honey. Yeah. Look it up. It was a very fun pick. Like, it was a very fun movie.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good, like, group watch, too.
Yeah. It's based on a book by like an American author, which is, kind of different. So apparently it's a good book. I don't know.
And as an aside, if like a group watch of movies like this sounds fun, we do a monthly movie with our Patreon members. So it's a little on our Discord. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we did.
Come watch
so
a movie with us.
Yes, join,
Sometimes we pick real bangers, and sometimes we all sit there like, what the heck did we just watch?
Like,
but at least we were together.
This is the thing about the movie watch, is that we have also not seen the movies.
And we really are Russian roulette.
We do not know. Yeah. It's a real questionable number.
I will say, for anybody who is thinking about checking Monster Run out, I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
We were a little confused because the male actor is like 40 and the female actress is 30. So like if they did a romance, you'd be like, yeah, okay. But because she seems like she's a teenager, you're like, maybe not. There's no romance. It's just
straight up action adventure situation.
I don't know if there's a romance in the book or not, but it is not portrayed in the movie. So if that's something that would have given you pause and you would have been like, oh, what are we doing here? You can just turn off your brain and enjoy the nonsense and not worry that we're headed into Creepsville, because it doesn't do that. So
I'd say come for the monster designs, honestly.
Yeah,
that's like the best part.
Monster designs are good, and there's some like good practical effects too. Like there's a scene where they're like walking through this like monster portal thing, and like they're all surrounded in gauze and stuff, and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool looking, and then it like, pulls out, and then it's clearly all CGI, but like in the moment you're like, no, they got some gauze up and around these people. Like
there's usually a blending of the two.
I like when they blend, especially in something like a monster thing. Like you get better effects when you mix and match a little bit. So
cool. So I'm also going to be talking about a movie. It's a movie that just came, or it didn't just come out. It just dropped on Netflix. It came out last year. It's a Taiwanese horror comedy called Dead Talent Society. It is a really good movie. I was like actually surprised how much I enjoyed this movie, because I went in only knowing a little bit about it and just kind of thought it was just going to be kind of like a fun, silly ride, and actually really enjoyed everything that I watched.
Nice.
So essentially the movie is about a girl who has passed away. She's a ghost. And in this world of ghosts, if your family does not keep up with your like memory in a certain like amount, and kind of like doesn't remember you, or like just doesn't like kind of pay their respects to you like all the time, that's when you will start to fade away and go away completely from the ghost world. And the only way to combat that is essentially to be a ghost that gets written about in like papers. You're the ghost that makes
so like an urban legend ghost story.
Yes.
Got it.
So this girl, it's like in fear of happening to her, and she doesn't want that to happen. So she ends up like trying to go onto this like kind of reality contest that they're doing for ghosts to do this. And she ends up like not really doing that, but along the way, she meets up with a couple of people who kind of become her entourage of sorts to help her get in fighting shape to be a good ghost and do a ghost thing. It's like very much like kind of like how Monsters Inc. is, except it's not a kitsch like movie at all. It's not like super gory, but like one of the things that like is like kind of like the training montage is like her just like scaring people and like cars and stuff. So essentially she gets run over bunches of times. You see that happen multiple times. So it's like there's not gore, but there is some like, I would say like a lot of like some people might find it a little queasy or something like that, and some blood. But the movie on a whole is actually like really good, like kind of commentary on like just life and popularity, and like social media popularity too, and how that affects things. Because like the ghosts who are like doing the big haunts and scares that, like, you know, will like scare like a bunch of people, like a bunch of tourists in this one part. Like, they're becoming famous because of it and within the ghost circles, and they're just getting praised, and like you can see there's like difference, like they like become rich and famous, kind of like how like social media influencers become, you know, from like being little to being it like this big thing. But like also kind of like talking about like it's like there's the like this line of necessity with that, because in the end, if they do not keep being present, they will go away. Like, so they kind of have to be this way. And so there's like it's just a really good like running commentary throughout the movie on that, and just like being true to who you are and not letting like this like fame or even just like the want of something like be so consuming that it takes you away from who you are. And it just was an all around really great movie, and I like highly recommend it for most people. Like, honestly, I don't think it's not really a lot of like gore. It's just like some blood. So I think that like most people would be able to handle this movie. And like all the actors are really great in it as well. Like, it's just like a pretty solid like movie to watch, especially as we go into October in Halloween season. If you need like a horror movie that's like not too like horror, or like that would be something that like would keep you up at night, this is not that type of movie.
Cool.
Nice. And that's on Netflix, so easy to find.
Yes.
Nice. Very fun. And with that brings us to our speed round. The speed round is just a very quick little rundown of other things we've been watching that we thought you might like, and we do the same order, so I will begin. I did watch the entirety of the Taiwanese drama Secret Lover. It's on iQIYI. It's basically like two college students who've been friends since they were little. One finds out the other one's been in love with him the whole time. The one thing that made me laugh about it is, though it is called Secret Lover, everyone knew all the time. Like, they were not good at keeping it a secret, but you know what? Go off, kings. Like, you do you. I also finished 10 Things to Do Before 40, which is on Gaga Ooh La La. If you liked Old Fashioned Cupcake, you're gonna love this show.
I need to get to it.
It's longer, so you have like more time to enjoy it. It is so good. I loved it. They are the cutest, and I love them, and I just want to squeeze their little middle-aged old man yowie cheeks, you know, on their face. Let's be real. This is a family-friendly podcast here. I also watched The X Morning, which was the Chris Singto comeback show. It's on YouTube. It's fine. Like, it was basically, here's the thing. If you like Chris Singto, you will like this show. Okay. If you have no idea who they are, you'll be like, it was fine. But since I like them, I liked the show. It also had Ohm in it, because GMMTV recently, of Until We Meet Again fame, has taken Ohm, or P. Dean, onto their roster, and he's just been sort of showing up as like side characters in everything since they hired him. So he's in it, and he's fun. The show is wild. The last 3 episodes go on such a wild journey that you're just like, how did we get here? But it was a fun show. I finished the Yakuza Boss's Beloved.
I did too.
It was so good. I'm sorry to say it's not currently anywhere, but it was perfect. It was
kind of shocking how like perfectly it kind of like wrapped up.
Like, I was like, okay, it delivered exactly what I wanted from it. Yeah, so I was good with it.
She had like such a little, like a great little like character arc with her too, and her growth. I was just like kind of actually really shocked that like it worked out that well.
It was so nice. That's where you can find it. Don't worry about it. You can find it if you believe in your dreams. I feel like it will probably get picked up by Vicky at some point.
It has to,
because because like it has such Vicky energy.
It really
like
does.
I've also been watching the Japanese remake of Love Sea, which I'm surprised to say is don't come for me because I like the Thai version of Love Sea. It's better. Like and I really liked Love Sea. It's really good. Like it's doing a really good job. I of course that's on Gagulala. I of course am also still watching the Omegaverse show Desire. Is it good? Does it matter? That's my answer to that. Like, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but does it matter? I got to see a man double checking multiple pregnancy tests and having like an emotional breakdown over being pregnant. I'm living the dream.
Of it on TikTok, and they're like, "This is what I'm doing, 2025."
I'm living the dream, guys. Like I'm just like, yes, mpreg is real. We love it for us. I'm still watching My Magic Prophecy, which I talked about last month. That's on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's still good. Jimmy C's still wonderful. So the most questionable show I've watched this year, My Stubborn, has 2 special episodes, and the first one just came out last week. It's unhinged, okay?
It continues to be questionable.
It continues to be so questionable. They said we're making an NC-17 special episode. Let me tell you, there's a little potted plant that is like a paid actor for like just blocking things like this. Like I was like, all right, I see you, potted plant. I see what's happening here. I'm still watching Revamp, which is also on iQIYI. It is fun. And I have started on YouTube That Summer, the new GMMTV one about the prince who falls off a boat and gets washed up on shore with amnesia. It's fun. Like, there's only 1 episode out, I think.
What a classic amnesia trope.
Yes, it's so good, right? And I thought it was like really fun. The first episode, fun, very gay, very fun. Everyone's having a good time, you know? And by everyone, I mean me. I was having a good time watching it. And if you watched our Watch List Roulette episode, you will know one show really stole our hearts. And I have continued to watch it. I'm about halfway through When Destiny Brings the Demon, and I would die for that snake.
I am not halfway through, but I have watched a couple more episodes.
I would die for that snake, let me tell you. Lot of stuff's happening with the snake, okay? Like, there's a snake character. He's the best. All right?
He's the greatest.
He's the best. He's the best. An otter. There's an animated otter situation becomes part of it at some point too. Wonderful. It's great. I'm loving it. If you like this very specific type of show, which is like a fantasy, historical styled Chinese fantasy show with like demons and magic and cultivation and immortal, you're gonna love this. This is perfect. You know, it's great. It's fun. Good. And that's basically what I do. Listen, I watch a lot of other stuff, but like, I don't need to every month come and tell you about all the unhinged vertical dramas I watch because it's embarrassing. All right, just know that's still going on. I hate myself. I stray further from God's light with every single one that I watch. Is all I got to say, but I can't stop myself.
I did notice that my drama list now has vertical dramas
in the
styling section. You know, so it's like, you know, is it a web drama, or is it a regular drama, or is it a movie that you're looking for, or is it vertical?
Yeah. And iQIYI now has like, it's called the short dramas section. They're just vertical dramas.
They're taking off.
They're just vertical dramas. Well, apparently they're like a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah, in China, they made more money than the actual film and TV
it's also
did last year.
Starting to be that way, like not as much, but like it's really starting to be like huge here too.
Yeah,
like, and they're stupid and fun, and you can watch them so quickly. I get it. Obviously I get it. Like,
you watch
I've
it when
seen
you're
these
like
actors more than my own family.
Like, it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
You're just like, you know, you want to chill out before bed. You're like, all right, and like my thing is, I will like wake up super early, like we're talking like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I can't be doing this, but I can't get back to sleep right away, so I'm like, I gotta watch something dumb that I don't have to like put that much effort into, because like if I fall asleep while watching it, I won't like be that, engaged in it. The vertical dramas are there, and I'm just like, I hate myself. But yes, I would like to find out how she dumps the scumbag and then gets pregnant with his uncle. Like, yeah, okay. Let's see. How does it? The uncle's a rich CEO who's never been known to be around women before. Shocking. Let me see. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's do this. I can't stop myself. Amanda, is there anything else you done been watching?
I'm still watching Cinderella Closet, which the final episode just dropped. So yay!
It got us. It got us good.
It did.
I'm still watching Potato Lab. In theory, with my sister, we took a bit of a summer break. Hopefully getting back to it. There's an intention there. I am still watching Good Boy, slowly but surely working a way through that. I got to the end of the first episode and the beginning of the second episode, and it is one of the greatest fight scenes.
It is such a good fight scene
of all time, and it cuts between a bunch of different fights, and
it's good. It's good.
It's so good. I'm laughing out loud. My daughter's like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, she loves police procedurals and she likes good fight scenes. And I was like, girl, sometimes when you have it in you, like you have got to watch this, because she also likes pretty boys. And I mean,
listen, this is
a pretty boy.
It's made for her. Like
you would enjoy this. I am having so much fun watching them kick the crap out of each other right now. Like, it's just perfect. And like a girl who's a sharpshooter, like,
it's great. It's great.
Okay. I mean, propaganda, sure, but like
ACAB, but like, it's fictional. It's
but
fun,
also Olympic athletes who use their Olympic athleteness to solve crimes and beat up criminals. Okay. Sure. Why not? Let me just see. Anything else? No, that's about it. I'm not even watching any like anime right now. Like, my son started high school. My anime buddy started high school, and he's like tired. Like, he has to get up an hour earlier than he did before, and he joined.
Which is crazy, because teenagers need to sleep more. The fact that they make it longer and earlier is crazy.
Yeah, because like, he was better off when it was like 9 to 3, and now it's like 8 to 2.
That's crazy.
Right. And he also joined the football team, so like, he's exhausted.
Oh
he's
yeah, absolutely.
No time for anime.
Yeah,
time for anime.
It's but hopefully we'll get back into a vibe. He'll even out a bit, and my month's been very busy as well. So like, when that settles down, maybe we'll have some chill out and watch some anime time.
Yeah. Jessie, what else you got before we take off?
So I haven't watched a lot. I have been watching non-Asian horror movies. I won't go over those. And then also, of course, we talked about Yakuza's Boss. Loved it. I am actually still really liking When Destiny Brings a Dragon. Like, I'm so glad that we our last minute.
And I would have not, like, when I looked at the premise of it, I would have never thought Jessie would be into this. But like, it has something about it. It's got some sauce.
Yeah. Cinderella Closet I finished, but we'll talk about it later, I guess.
Don't worry.
One of the things that I have been watching, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to like believe in yourself to find, is this show. It's okay, so in Japan they do a show, or like a drama special called Honto ni Ata Kawaii Hanashi, which I think is like loosely translated to like these are true stories or something like that. And it's kind of like got the premise of like how, like KBS drama specials happen, except that it's more of like the special happens and there's like it's like a little bit of an anthology. So there's a couple of stories in one episode, and it always comes out in the summer, and it's been going on since like 2004. and they're all like based on true stories or urban legends, you know, that sort of thing. I had actually found it, and I'd forgotten all about talking about it when we were doing our Sato episode, because he's in a couple of the episodes. Because I had found it when I was like searching for like bio stuff. I was like basically clicking on every link I could, and like one of the links was from the forgot to write it down, but the company that like airs these specials, they did like a poll for like the top 10 best like episodes or whatever, like the top episodes, and his appearances are like some of the top appearances. I have not seen those though, because I couldn't find them. But I've just been kind of like
perusing the ones you can find.
Yeah. So they're just little like short anthology horror. Like they're okay. I say horror, but like, I mean, we're talking about like about as horror as Beyond Belief fact or fiction. You know, it's
okay. Yeah. All right. So just like not that horror, just.
But
horror
is
spooky,
fun.
not scary. Like
spooky. And I guess like if you also like lived in the area of like, you know, this, you'd be like, oh my gosh, our urban legend. I heard about that.
Yeah. It's sort of like spooky, like Mothman spooky, like that sort of thing. Yeah.
And it's like very different in what it is. But it is fun because a lot of people have been in these episodes, so like you'll like watch one, you're like, oh my gosh, it's you, but like you're so young in this, so
yeah, you're so little.
You're just a teeny tiny baby. So that's teeny. It's been fun trying to track them down and watch what I can. And it's just like fun spooky stuff, you know, get excited for October.
Nice. And excited for October we are, because not only is it spooky season, it's also our anniversary is in October. What is it now? 7 years? Is that it?
7, I think.
That we've been doing this podcast?
Wow. I just realized what we should watch as our Patreon movie night in my head.
Okay. We'll keep it a little secret, a little surprise.
I think you can guess though. Maybe, it ties to our anniversary.
Our anniversary, possibly our first ever episode we did. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us. We will continue on next month. Like, listen, if we haven't been stopped in 7 years,
don't worry. I'll talk about Alice in Borderland, because that is out right now.
That is coming out. And like, listen, the Pit Babe Boys have a new show coming out next month on Halloween that looks really good. So you know, we got exciting stuff coming. We got exciting stuff coming in year 8 of this. Oh my god, ridiculous. That can't be right, but yet it is somehow inexplicably. Anyway, we hope you had a fun time hanging out with us, and that you come back soon. You can find us wherever podcasts can be found in audio format, so like your Spotify's, your Apple iTunes, all that jazz is what I meant to say there. And if you like it in video, we are on YouTube, where you can, you know, like and subscribe, that sort of thing. We make it easy to find us. And if you want links and time codes to everything we talk about, if you're like, ooh, I didn't quite catch where that show was, you can go to our website, certifiednoonas.com, because every single episode has a post that has links, if they exist, that I make the day this comes out. So I do my best, you know. And if you want to support this podcast, you can go to listen, I think I do an adequate situation. And if you, like the incredible people and the Found family, would also like to support this podcast, you can go to patreon.com/certifiednoonas to give us a little tip jar situation over there. But we do also put up little mini episodes here and there, and we do have that movie night as per mentioned previously. And we love her. We seriously, like, our Found family is so good. They get like special permissions on the Discord, because we do have a Discord. Everything's linked below. We love y'all.
Yeah.
For reals. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with us. We hope that you'll come back next week. And as always, wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep enjoying Asian entertainment. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.